Hi everyone, my name is Joe Mendez and I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Advenir Living. I started my career, like many of us in the apartment industry, completely by accident. It wasn't something that I had planned out from when I was young. It was a situation where I was in need of a job, and there was an apartment community that was right behind where I lived. It was a tax credit community, and I was fortunate enough to be hired in as an assistant community manager. And so it was an awesome opportunity. Once I left, I actually started my own company. I took some of the knowledge that I had gained and some of my love for investing and started my own property management company in Indiana, Mishawaka. And I had a company that managed single family and small multifamilies throughout South Bend and Mishawaka, Indiana. And unfortunately, during the housing crisis, a lot of investors lost their homes. Our portfolio dwindled down, and I decided to exit kind of that space, sell off the company, and then I re-entered the corporate world. My boss at that point in time came to me and said, hey, I've got an opportunity down in Florida. We're going to be taking over a community down there, and we have an opening for a senior regional down there. Would you like to come? And so I talked with my family, we prayed about it, talked about it, and decided to move down to Orlando. I got approached by an old colleague of mine who worked for Advenir, and she said, hey, there's a small company down in Miami, think you ought to check them out. You're gonna love them. Great culture, they're growing, I think you should check them out. And at the time I said, no, I don't think so. I think I'm happy where I'm at. Let me know if something comes up down the road, but I'm good where I'm at. And so probably 6 months later, I got approached by a recruiter and just happened to have a position open at Advenir again. And again, I said, no, I'm pretty happy where I'm at. I like what I'm doing. And he said, I have a regional vice president for you to talk to. I've worked with her in the past. I think you're gonna love her. Give her 15, 20 minutes of your time. Let her talk to you, let her kind of pitch you on the company. And within 10 minutes, it's like we've been best friends for 20 years. Very engaging. She sold me on Advenir Living. She sold me on the company, the culture, where we're going as a company, the fact that we were a small company and had just acquired a number of properties back in 2016, and that we were on a path to growth. And I thought this is a great opportunity to get in on a company kind of on its second ground floor of opportunity and growth. And so I came on as a regional director for Advenir Living in 2016 up in Orlando. So I had a region of properties in Orlando. We did very, very well up there. Had a lot of great managers that I worked for and a lot of great team members. I was fortunate enough to be one of the people that got to go and do takeovers. I was one of the few regionals at the time that had takeover experience. And so we started to acquire property throughout Florida, up into Alabama, and throughout other areas of the United States. And so I was fortunate enough to be able to do that, which gave me a lot of great experience, a lot of good exposure to the company and the leaders within the company. And then in 2018, the director of marketing had left for another opportunity, and Dom came to me and said, hey, have you ever thought about being the director of marketing? And for those of you that are in the industry, it's a little unusual for somebody to come from the operations side and come over into marketing. And so I thought, that'd be a great opportunity. Obviously there was a little hesitation and such. I hadn't been on that marketing side for a while, but I had the opportunity to sit down, talk with Dom, talk with other leaders within the company, got to interview with Dave Vecchito, and we both felt like bringing some of that operational experience into the marketing department was going to be a great natural fit. I came on board as the Director of Marketing in October of 2018. I have had the great fortune to work with some great team members. When anybody asks me about the kind of success that I've had, I tell them it's not my success, it's our success as a team. It's the team that I have built around me that enables our department and myself to be as successful as we've been. And I think we've moved the department light years ahead of where we were at when I first came on board. So I've had the fortune to be promoted twice since I've been in the position. I was promoted to Vice President of Marketing, which is a great honor. And then more recently I was promoted into the Chief Marketing Officer position, which for me is just the ultimate for me. It was such a great honor to be promoted into that position and have the opportunity and know that the leaders of the company have the faith in me to be on that level. Our culture has evolved over the past 5 to 6 years that I've been with the company. The culture has always been good. We've always had a culture of being able to sit down, talk about what's going on throughout our portfolios, be able to kind of go back and forth and work collaboratively together. I think that culture has evolved over time as we put our core values into place, we put our mission statement into place, and now we're at the point where we've put an employee value proposition into place as well. This is a place where I feel like there's no politics going on. There's no underlying agendas or anything of that nature. There's never a sense that anybody's out to get you or anybody's out to harm you. It's only a sense of within the company that we want to see you grow, that we want to see people be more than what they are, because when people are more than what they are, we're able to grow the company better.